Heat signal insights. 20 veterans every day. That number hasn't moved in a decade. Because the detection tools haven't either. 20. That's the number of veterans who die by suicide in the United States every single day. Not in a crisis year. Every year. Year after year for over a decade, with billions of dollars invested in mental health programming, outreach, and clinical infrastructure. And that number hasn't moved, not because we don't care. Not because the clinicians working in VA and DoD settings aren't skilled, dedicated, and deeply committed to the people they serve. The number hasn't moved because of a detection problem. And detection problems don't respond to more programs. They respond to better tools. Here is the structural reality. Military culture trains stoicism. It trains mission focus. It trains the management of outward emotional expression as a survival skill. Because in a combat environment, the ability to function under pressure is what keeps you and your team alive. That training is not a flaw. It is exactly what military service requires. But when that same person enters a VA clinical encounter and is handed a PCL-5, a self-report questionnaire designed for populations that verbalize pain freely, the training activates, not to deceive the clinician. But because I'm managing is the deeply conditioned response to, "How are you doing?" VA psychologists describe the same experience. Emergency department attendings describe it. Private practice therapists describe it. A VA psychologist. An ED attending. A private practice therapist. 3 different settings, 3 different ICPs, and the same story about what heat let them see that they couldn't see before. Heat is the first tool specifically designed for how military culture actually processes distress. Not asking service members to report what they feel, observing passively, continuously, and non-invasively the emotional signal that verbal assessment cannot access. It doesn't replace the clinician. It doesn't replace the relationship. It gives the clinician the data to act on what their training has always told them is there. 20 a day is a number with names behind it. Each one had a clinician who cared. Most of them had a detection gap the tools never filled. Heat was built to fill that gap. This has been Heat Signal Insights, Month 1. We'll see you in Week 5. See what others miss. Change what matters most.